I thought I would take a few minutes to just describe what we've got going on in our e-course and the special at the moment, so that if you've been on the fence thinking, is this too good to be true, you can decide for yourself if it's going to be relevant. But if you've got any questions at all, please don't hesitate to email me at info@alternativechefkitchen.com or message us on our Facebook page, and we'll help you out and help you decide if it's relevant for you. So who is the course relevant for? Mostly it's going to be relevant for people who have cooking needs that are outside the common boxes. And so what I mean is if you're gluten-free or you're dairy-free so for example, dairy and soy-free, or you're gluten and dairy and egg-free, or you've got to avoid the whole top 8, or you've got to avoid the top 5. If you don't eat meat, maybe you've got issues with legumes. Whatever the combination is, or if there's like vegetables which don't work for you, so like tomatoes or citrus fruits, those kinds of things. What we do is we take you through step by step how to use alternatives. So when you're avoiding the big ones, so like gluten, dairy and egg and soy, these are usually like the fillers in foods as well as the flavorings. So making substitutions with vegetables is one thing, but making them with the big parts of the meal is a whole different story. And so what we do is we take you through the tools and the techniques, so tools that you've probably already got in your kitchen, techniques like pureeing and dehydrating, things like this, which help you transform the foods so that you can get different tastes and textures when you're combining them and preparing them a different way. Another big part is going through the nutrition to make sure that you're not missing out on certain nutrients and you're not putting yourself at a greater risk of nutrient deficiencies, because obviously when you're cutting foods out of your diet, you're increasing the chance of developing nutrient deficiencies long term, and it would be best to get what you can from your food rather than to rely on supplements, which can get quite expensive. Having said that, what's relevant for you is going to depend on your health history, how many things you need to avoid, what foods you can and can't eat, a whole lot of factors. So this course is not in any way a substitution for having your own qualified healthcare practitioner talk you through your diet. It's not about self-diagnosing. It's not about encouraging further restriction in your diet. It's purely about helping you understand how to use the food that you can eat and make meals from those. People basically come to the course with a list of foods that they know they can and can't eat, that they have been diagnosed or told that they're able to have through their allergy specialist, gastroenterologist or dietitian. Okay, so the next thing, what's the next thing? Bonuses. So to help, once you get the basics down, so learning how to make your milk alternatives or creamy tastes and cheesy, melty cheesy textures and those kinds of things. Once you've got that down, then you want to go beyond and you want to start exploring and really filling in the different recipes and the different areas of your life. And so we've got some bonus resources as well, which are so cool. I've got one in there at the moment about baking, alternative baking, and the top tips, because you can spend a lot of time and a lot of money baking alternative cakes. Some work and some won't. And so the tips and tricks we've got in this interview in there is really, really cool, and that's going to save you a lot of time. I've also got resources on decorating cakes, because if you're not naturally a cake decorator and you have to cook a free-from cake, it can be boring. But the kids still want you to come up with exciting themes like superheroes or their favourite Disney princess or something. And so we're putting together some resources to help with that. I've got a couple of bonuses planned to be included as well. They're not currently in the course just yet, so I'm not going to share them here. But there are some other bonuses which will take you beyond that basic, okay, now we've got the everyday cooking down, let's have some fun with this as well. So it's, for the $47, it's it really is a steal. I've made the price that cheap because basically it's National EOS Awareness Week, And if you saw, we did our top 8 episode where we avoided the top 8 allergens for a day, and showed you how you can do some creative recipes around that. And I just wanted to make this resource available for the people who really would need it and who would get a lot out of it. As you know, our show and our recipe books are all totally self-funded. We don't have any advertising on this. It's not paying for it. We wanted to keep everything as unbiased as possible, and so that's basically it. So there's no gimmick here. It was a way of helping people who need the resource get access to all the resources for the best way possible. So if you'd like to take advantage of that sale, that's on until Monday, 11 o'clock Monday, the 15th of August, and then it goes back to its regular full price, which is $157 of the e-course and both of our recipe ebooks. All right, so yeah, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. To give us an email, and I'll help you decide whether it's relevant for you. Thank you.